All right, y'all. Welcome back to the BLS Wild Channel. Today we're going to be talking about Stephen A. Sounds off on Lakers' three best players being white after Walker Kessler trade. I want to lock in on this man and see his true sentiments and listen to him and then give my own synopsis on it. And then we'll listen to some of the responses that he got from some people. Let's lock in, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're almost at 10K subscribers. We had 9.1K, man. Let's go and get to the video, bro.
Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz via sign and trade for 2 first-round picks and 2 first-round pick swaps, and signed him to a 4-year, $130 million deal to partner him with Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. But Stephen A. Smith has a problem with their 3 best players being white.
Where the hell the Los Angeles Lakers think they going with a bunch of white dudes? To say it, so I'm saying it. Your 3 top players are white dudes? Really? This ain't golf. This ain't baseball. Hell, it ain't even soccer. And we got a whole bunch of brothers on Team USA. What y'all think this is? It's basketball. This is basketball. In NBA history, when have you seen your 3 most prominent players on a basketball team all be white? And that takes you to the promised land. Somebody got to say it, so I'm saying it. Yo, this is basketball. I'm not complaining. I'm simply making the point. Ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Lakers, Tinseltown, a place where everybody from Wilt and Kareem and Shaq and Magic and Kobe, yes, Jerry West before them, yes, George Mikan before the aforementioned centers, but this is the Lakers. This is Southern California. This is La La. This is LA, baby. This ain't Utah. And even in Utah, when you had Stockton, you had Malone. Even when you had Hornacek and Stockton, you still had Malone. Even when you had the 7'4" Eaton, you still had Malone and Byron Russell. I mean, what's up? Somebody got said, so I'm saying it. You ain't going anywhere being led by 3 white dudes in today's generation of basketball. I'm letting you know right now, it ain't happening. And Luka's a bad brother.
All right. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hear me out. Where they going though? No, genuinely speaking, do you have them beating the San Antonio Spurs? Do you have them beating the Oklahoma City Thunder? Do you have them beating the Minnesota Timberwolves? Do you even have them beating the Houston Rockets if they are fully loaded with Fred VanVleet and the acquisitions of Marcus Smart and with Kevin Durant still there, and if Steven Adams is healthy completely with the growth of Amin Thompson, Jabari Smith, Torrey Eason? Do you have them even beating them? I think the entire thing is that whole roster, their entire big. I don't know how good Walker Kessler is defensively. I haven't watched that much of him at all, but all I know, their top 2 players are atrocious defensively. And Austin Reeves, and every time he see the Oklahoma City Thunder, he disappear like Casper. So my thing is, just take the race away. Can they compete for a title for real in the West? Can they compete for a title in the West? Hell no. Unless cats get injured and all of a sudden they get a road to prosperity through other guys being injured, they're not winning no title, bro, because they don't guard. And they're not going to pair them around. From their signings, they're not pairing them around OD defenders. They're not. They're not paired around crazy defensive guys like that. They will be targeted. Walker Kessler will be targeted in drop coverage. Luka Doncic will be targeted in switches. Austin Reeves will be targeted in switches. That's just a fact. And then my next question for you is the fact of the matter. Have you ever seen 3 white hoopers at the forefront of an organization and they win a title in the modern era? That is a solid question. Now, they could be the first to ever do it, but have you seen it? And when you first saw this, what was your initial thought? Was your initial thought like, oh, yeah, they're going to be nice? Or was it like, oh, I don't know about this? What was your initial thought? And mine was, I ain't worried about that. That was my initial thought. I ain't worried about them. They ain't beating the Knicks. They ain't beating Boston, even with Paul George. They ain't beating Miami. They ain't beating Oklahoma City. They ain't beating San Antonio. They ain't. So I'm gonna ask you this: is he far-fetched, or are you just angry at the messenger? Are you just pissed off at the messenger? Because when you think about it and you actually apply logic to it, we have not seen that. We haven't. Now, maybe he could change his verbiage of how he's delivering said message, but we ain't seen it. But let's give him a chance. How they did with the black quarterbacks, they gave him a chance, and we ended up with a Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden, 50% of the league is over 50% of that league is black quarterbacks. Well, maybe Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic and Walker Kessler can set a precedent for white hoopers going forward. But I'm not dealing with feelings with this. This is just facts. I ain't seen it. You ain't seen it. And I guarantee you don't think that team is beating Oklahoma City or San Antonio next year, especially with San Antonio adding a veteran like Tobias Harris. He just got to go out there and get 15 points a game to 12 points a game. He ain't got to go crazy. Tobias Harris is an amazing picker for San Antonio.
No scrub. And they both have earned what they have earned. And then with LeBron James or some other brothers I get. But those two and Walker Kessler, you ain't scaring anybody with that. I'm just saying. This is the year 2026. And I understand this insatiable appetite for people to veer away from having everything be about the brothers and sisters. We know the kind of climate we living in, and I ain't going to go there. But I'm just saying, this basketball. That ain't scaring anybody. Luka going to get his. He going to average his 30 to 35. We know that. Austin Reeves is no scrub. We know that. But you think they scaring any of the fellas? I promise you that what I just brought up, the fellas in the NBA are talking about right now. That's supposed to move us. Luka, Austin Reeves, and Walker.
They can hoop, though. Let's not get it confused. All three of them can hoop. But if you look at their tendencies, the fact of the matter is, if you couple their tendencies, nobody's scared of that shit, man. Nobody's scared of that shit, bro. Nobody's scared of that
Lakers
shit.
That we are talking about here. And Rob Pelinka has done made this white dude central. Now, I ain't mad. None of them are scrubs. Luka and Austin can ball. They deserve their money. I respect the hell out of both of them. And I know Luka ain't from America, but damn it, he's still white. I'm going to say it again. 3 white dudes are leading the way for the Los Angeles Lakers. And DeAndre Ayton. Don't laugh at that last part. I mean, that's what you got.
Cooked.
No wonder LeBron James walked out the door. Luka Doncic at $53.4 million. Austin Reeves at $46.2 million. Kessler's at $32.5 million. Not only are they the 3 leading players on your roster, they the 3 top paid dudes. That's $132 million on your payroll with those 3 dudes.
It ain't happening, Captain.
All white in the year 2026. You ain't scaring nobody with this. And I know it's 2026. And I know we got a lot of people walking around scared of their own shadow and trying to appeal to a political climate and stuff like that. That don't have anything to do with the NBA. This is a basketball decision being made by Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka and the crew with the Los Angeles Lakers. 3 white dudes. Who you got to go up against in the West? I know Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein on the front line of the Oklahoma City Thunder. But last time I checked, they were being led by Shea Butter, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, along with J-Dub, Jalen Williams, along with an A.J. Mitchell. Okay? Let's throw that out the way.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, bro. It ain't like them boys A. Millie. Ain't none of them A. Millie. Now, if A. Millie was in this graphic, we got a different discussion.
He from France, but that's Wembanyama. That's a black man right there. Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper. Okay, we looking at Minnesota. You talk about Ant-Man right there. And just got LaMelo.
And they're going to get attacked. Like, Ant-Man's going to attack those 2. LaMelo's going to attack those 2. Shea is gonna attack those two. Like KD is gonna attack those two. Like I can't think of Jokic is gonna attack those two. Like it's not even take the race out. They just liabilities defensively. Walker Kessler don't know that.
Jamal Murray's still there. Aaron Gordon's still there. With Jokic. Look at that Houston. KD there. Marcus Smart just arrived. Fred VanVleet coming back. Amin Thompson is there. Jabari Smith is there. What y'all think on the Eastern Conference? There's some brothers in Boston with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and they just got Mitchell Robinson from the Knicks. Cleveland, that's Jaron Allen. And
all right, let's listen to this right here. So this is Emmanuel Oucho's response to Stephen A, and he went kind of fed. So we're going to listen to this real quick and give our synopsis.
We cannot do, and by we, I mean people that look like you and me. We cannot make an issue when individuals want to say, we ain't seen black quarterbacks win a Super Bowl years ago. We cannot make an issue when Bill Polian says Lamar Jackson should play wide receiver, not quarterback, and we call it racist. We cannot make an issue when we say we haven't seen black head coaches competently coach 20, 25 years ago. We cannot make issues about racial and racism in other sports and then sit here and get off a tongue-in-cheek racist joke. Because, Stephen A., you would be the first one on First Take crying racism in the event the role was reversed and an individual said, we ain't seen too many black quarterbacks win Super Bowls. Now, I'm talking full black quarterbacks, okay? I'm talking black mama and black daddy. Stephen, there's a
brother, this is where I don't like the caping. Because he's caping right now. Brother, if Austin Reeves and Luka were two-way players and you added Walker Kessler, everybody would be like, oh, Lord, they crazy. But we have seen Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic play for years, and we have seen their tendencies. So as a result, we're like, all right, y'all ain't about to do nothing. And then you couple that with it's the first time that three white dudes or three white hoopers are at the forefront of organization. That is the first time. So if I couple their tendencies with their race, that's what he's talking about. If Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic were two-way players like a Jaylen Brown and they could actually win a championship, he will be saying this is going to be the first white trio to actually have a chance to win a title. Stop acting like he going OD about the racism. Like you so like people are so quick to jump on racism. Like it's just a logical statement. We have never seen a white trio of hoopers win a title in the modern era. That's just a fact. But like I said, if Luka was out there, we had a track record of seeing Luka actually take defense serious. Coupling that with his offensive capabilities, as well as Austin Reeves saying the same thing for him. If he was on the court and he was not disappearing against Oklahoma City and they were paired together, and then you add Walker Kessler, definitely we'd be talking about the Lakers potentially win a championship. And the president set of white guys, a trio of white guys can't get it done. But their tendencies don't allow us to be like, yeah, they're not going to be good enough to win, bro. And coupling that with the first white trio, like stop being so, take your cape off.
Causation, correlation, and coincidence. Now, if you wanted to, and I know you can because you are one of the more astute basketball analysts in the history of the sport.
And stop acting like black quarterbacks were not given a chance. Black quarterbacks were not given a chance in the NFL. And then when they were given a chance, they started to destroy the league and win Super Bowls, a la Patrick Mahomes, a la, I forget the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl. But guys like Donovan McNabb, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott had just had a career year. Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl for Philly. They were not given a chance to win. They were not given a chance to be put in the game. We have seen a track record of Luka and Austin Reeves be liabilities on the floor in certain playoff series. Coupling that with their race, you make this statement. Stop being soft.
Say, I don't think that Walker Kessler, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic have the athleticism to be able to slow down opposing offenses and
they
lead
don't
to a championship beyond the shadow of a doubt. You can say that. But if you want to bring up something that might be coincidental and act like what is coincidental is causation or correlation based upon race, now you just as wrong as the individuals 20 and 25 years ago who said black quarterbacks aren't smart enough to lead a team to a Super Bowl. So, Stephen A., you don't have the luxury of crying out racism and then simultaneously spewing a racist remark. We just don't have that luxury. So, with that being said, contrary to Stephen A's
So
belief,
bro
somebody
said,
gotta say
bro
it.
said, and this is not me even caping for Stephen A, but he said they could hoop, they can ball, but okay, bro, I'm not even going. I'm not.
Nobody.
Y'all so soft. Like y'all.
Now, TJ did rebut what Emmanuel Acho said, and we're going to check that out, but let me give you this first.
They ain't winning nothing.
Two, even though what Stephen A. Smith said, a lot of people was thinking, honestly, you could have just left it at a basketball take. Luka can't guard nobody. Neither can Austin Reeves and Walker Kessler. While he's a rim protector, he can finish and be a lob threat. He hasn't been the healthiest player, right? So there are concerns about health for two of the players. And
Get to us. Shout out to you though. Shout out to you though. I'm definitely playing.
So with that being said, contrary to Stephen A's belief that somebody got to say it, nobody had to say it.
The question is, did Stephen A go too far? I'll say no, he didn't go too far. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when we as Laker fans, was like, oh, we thought we was getting Jalen Durden. Okay, we got Walker Kessler, cool. Then we got Sandro. I never heard of him till today. Okay, it's cool. We got Quentin Grimes, Colin Sexton. But everybody thought the same thing. He just said it.
T,
He
that don't
said
make
it. No, because
Come on, T.
if you're gonna think it, and that's not, to me, it's not being racist.
T,
It's being a realist.
Let him finish his point.
Does not have the restriction of voice. A child looks at an individual that might be deficient mentally, physically, and say, "Wait, mom, why are they doing that?" You might think it in a grocery store, but you have enough cognition to not say
But
it.
anybody that watches sports and you trying to win a championship is gonna say, we really about to win a championship with 4 white dudes that are our main players? That's what's gonna be. That's what they're gonna say.
saying the quiet part out loud, if someone does that, are they just the conduit that gets the message out there, or
Yes.
are they wrong? You know, I want y'all to tell.
Nah, they just got the balls to drop their nuts. They just got the courage to drop their nuts and actually say something what everybody's thinking. Laker fans are thinking it. Stop being soft, man. See you on the next video.